Before we get started, do me a favor and smash that like button. I'd appreciate it.
Well, good morning all. I've got LT flying here, sitting with me in the RV, and we're going to do a brief snapshot of what his impressions of Thetacon were, because he was just there. So, good morning, LT.
Good morning, Teddy. I'm not sure how often we have brief conversations, but we'll give it a try. Most of the time, it turns out to be longer than brief. So, yeah, it was a fun time down at Thetacon 22, and I'd say that would be the number one thing, the greatest thing that comes from being there is that we get to meet so many people. Talk to different folks from around the country that have different views on Theta and what's going on with it, and just being able to stop and talk to somebody that has the same kind of interest that you have is definitely a plus. So that was the greatest thing to come out, is just meeting these different folks and sharing our somewhat similar experiences, but coming from different life backgrounds. So that was a lot of fun.
So you get to meet a few people down there. Do a shout out to the people that you met. I know you said Andrew Lundy was someone that you got to talk to, and yes. Who else did you get to meet?
Well, Andrew tracked me down and told me thank you for what we do, and he wanted to send you a thanks for what you do every day, getting up, putting out your video. That's something that's not lost on the folks that are listening, how the dedication of that on your part is something that we would all have trouble doing. So thank you, and Andrew sends that shout out to you for what you do there, Teddy. But some of the other people, there's a wide mix of folks that I talked to from an age range and demographics. But some of the folks that I got to spend a little more time with was a couple from West Virginia, Steve and Carol. They are folks trying to figure out Theta. What is this blockchain thing? How does it work? We're all in that same boat right now, since it's so new. But Steve and Carol, I wanted to send a thank you to you, Teddy, as well. That you had, they've been listening to you in the past, and they want to hear more long format information. So as we can, we're going to make that happen. Yoder, young man out of Pennsylvania, is learning about the Theta blockchain, what's going on Theta, and is excited about the future. And that's what we need. We need to see these young people out there getting started, raising families, but also learning things about what the new thing is that's coming along. Met one gentleman, got to spend quite a bit of time with him. He goes by Big D16 on the chats, and he's out of New York, also raising a family. He's now gone from being an employee, working for other people, to running his own business and being an entrepreneur. So he's very interested in the Theta ecosystem and knowing how it's going to progress, and being an early adopter, early investor in Theta. And so there's quite a range of people that I saw and met there that were just, your average person trying to get a foothold on what was going on. Besides these people, also met, and I don't want to leave out Hammer out of Michigan. He and I got to sit down and spend some time together talking about our impression of what's going on. And we both had the same impression. We were very, very early in Andrew Lundy's speech on Saturday morning, where he talked about where we stood, where he saw Theta being in the progression in a timeline. we agree, and that is we're so early. Mitch Lou in an AMA back a year and a half ago or whenever it was said, when asked the question, where are we on the timeline? We're 8 or 9 or what? And he said, well, on the timeline from 0 to 10, we're 0.2. We're not even to 1 yet. So maybe by this time we're up to 1. I don't know, but every project, everybody there that I had a chance to personally speak with, they all had the same kind of problems, in that there's so much that needs to be done. There's so few people that can do it. They're working as hard as they can. Everybody needs more resources, whether it's personnel or funds to continue the project that they're currently working on. But that's a normal condition of any startup business, and so that we heard over and over again.
Did you actually get a chance to shake hands with Wes Levitt?
Yes.
You did?
Yes. I got to meet Wes Levitt and Kyle and Andrea and Jerry. There were 4 people from Theta Labs team there. We got to spend time with each of them and talk to them personally. My wife was so excited to talk with Kyle. He was the person that was instrumental in putting together the project last year with now it escapes me, but he put together a project last year with American Idol, and put out the NFT of the different Idol contestants, did the game where you needed the certain contestants to each week, and then you got a golden ticket at the end of the season.
You got one of those golden tickets, didn't you?
I did. I actually had I participated in that contest and had Noah, the winner of the American Idol competition, and I got to get a golden ticket. So I have a golden ticket. So that was pretty neat, and my wife, who's a big Idol viewer, was excited about meeting Kyle and talking to him about the process and the things they went through to get that going. So it looks like we'll have another American Idol project going this year as well. So it's
so what about Dr. Theta?
Dr. Theta, very, very good guy. I got to meet him right away when we got there. He was at the registration table, meeting folks, passing out swag bags, and helping people get registered. The whole TC22 team were very accessible, very engaged, very cordial, and helping in any way they could. So couldn't have been more impressed with those guys.
And for those that don't know, Dr. Theta is an actual MD. He was an ER doctor for a while, and now he's got a private practice up in the Carolinas somewhere. So he's a great guy. Both of us got a chance to talk to him briefly the other day.
Yes.
Online, and then you actually got to meet him in person. So
yeah,
I'm jealous.
No, he's a good guy, wonderful guy. In fact, I didn't meet anybody at the show that weren't genuine people. Just everybody's in the same boat. We're all trying to learn, all trying to figure out what's going on, all trying to know what we could do, what's our part, and what can we do to advance the cause of the Web3 and the Theta blockchain.
And you were able to talk to DeGard one-on-one for about 30 minutes.
I did. Had a very, very good conversation with DeGard. He kind of went over his presentation with me, and I got to ask him some questions. He got some feedback. Had some exchange there that was very insightful. And then whenever I saw his presentation the next day, oh yeah, he talked about that. I know about that. So if you go in and watch his presentation, you're going to hear what I heard basically, But anyway, he was very approachable as well. Was there to answer questions, and that was also refreshing to know that he is he's not hiding. He's not trying to escape anything. He's standing right there answering questions and talking with folks as they come up to him and ask him questions. So,
yeah, and for those that haven't figured it out yet, D-Guard is his nickname. I guess it's from, he started by running a Guardian node, so they nicknamed him D-Guard. He's got a real name, I won't say it here, but he's a real person. You actually got to touch him, and he's not a mirage or anything. So.
He's not. He is not. So, and, I think
I'm going to save this real quick just so we don't lose what we've got so far.
Well, we'll pick up part 2 tomorrow of our conversation. So, till then, see ya.